We're back again, live at FRSA, the Florida Roofing Show 100th anniversary. This is Heidi Ellsworth, and I am sitting here today with two ladies to talk about the hot topic at this show, and that's metal. I'd like you to introduce you to Corynn and Tara. I'm going to have them both introduce themselves, but they've got products that are just revolutionizing the industry. So, Corynn, let's start with you with an introduction and talk a little bit about Dupont.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Corynn Sheridan. I'm the Global Marketing Director for Tedlar, so Dupont Tedlar. Dupont is a 200-year-old multinational company making a host of materials that go into pretty much any application you can think of. But Tedlar has been around since the early 60s, and it is a polyvinyl fluoride film, PVF film, that has found a home in metal roofing. So it's been used in building applications around the world for it's about 60 years now, and we're really working closely with Metal Alliance to provide it as a solution to the metal roofing industry as an alternative to protective coatings due to its performance.
Talk about an amazing technology that's being brought into roofing.
Yes.
It's very cool. So Tara, please introduce yourself and talk a little bit about Metal Alliance.
Okay, thank you. I'm Tara Faulkner. I actually represent business development at Metal Alliance, and we provide the raw material, which includes the Tedlar product, into the roofing marketplace and building and construction.
Very cool. So, okay, tell us a little bit more about Metal Alliance. Like when you started, I mean, you've really brought a force to the market here in Florida and across the country.
We've been working really hard. We actually developed over 23 HVAC tests to provide to our customers with the Tedlar product and with metal products for the roofing market.
Wow.
We sell the raw material pretty much throughout the United States, and we've expanded into states like Texas, as well as we're in Maryland.
Yeah. And the Tedlar, it's a film that goes over the metal. Talk a little bit about how it's applied, and also what is its benefits. I mean, I know it just does some really cool stuff.
Yes. So Tedlar it's a very thin film, so it's applied in the same way as a coating is on a coil coating line. So it has an adhesive on one side, it's laid down, baked through an oven, and then it's basically part of the metal system.
Right.
So it is extremely fade resistant. So we have examples over 50 years in the market that have not changed color at all. They look as good as the day that they were applied. So if a panel ever needs to be replaced, you don't have to redo anything other than that one panel because it's going to match perfectly. And it's also extremely chemically resistant and very flexible, so it can bend to 0 T-bend without cracking, so it can be fabricated to any range of shapes. And the chemical resistance is huge because it's really important in highly corrosive areas like the beach. So we've been used in chemical plants, inside of pools, outside of buildings that are right by the coastline for a long time. So that's what we're really working with Metal Alliance to bring that solution to coastal applications, large commercial and residential applications that require that level of corrosion resistance and UV resistance.
Yeah. And also, it's easily cleaned, right?
It's dirt shedding, yeah. So it's basically self-cleaning. So it's one of its original homes was in signage, anti-graffiti signage, because nothing sticks to it basically. So for roofing, it doesn't require that freshwater rinse. It just the rain cleans it. So it doesn't require much maintenance at all.
Well, with the amount of rain that I've seen here in the last couple of days, you have some pretty clean roofs. Because there is a lot of rain. What are you seeing installation-wise with your products?
Yeah, so Tedlar currently has been going on various types of application, residential, commercial. We recently did some resorts with the Tedlar product, both in Hilton Head and Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Wow.
Both projects were highly successful, and both projects were projects where material was getting replaced that had rusted over time and needed, an alternate product for success.
Yeah. Well, in our last coffee conversations when we were talking, they're really talking about how we're seeing so many environmental changes, right? Maybe this year, not as many storms, but huge amounts of rain. And of course you have the salt and everything on the coast. So that must be kind of really hitting the mark with contractors. And how are they taking that message and onto their customers?
So initially they viewed Tedlar as a premium product, but I think what's happened over a very short period of time, they've realized the value of having a product that has such great success with longevity, that can be used in the coastal environment and perform in a incredible way for success, both in fadeability and maintenance. And longevity. So yeah, everybody's really excited. All of our contractors have been particularly hyped at the show, because it isn't often in our business that we see things coming to market to solve a problem.
Right.
And this certainly does that.
It really solves it. What's the kind of feedback that you're getting at your booth? I mean, I just have to say, I've been hearing some great things about some cool swag that's over there at that booth that we got to check in. But what kind of feedback are you getting from the attendees?
Yeah, so we have a really great team at Metal Alliance, and we've been on top of helping our customers with metal chips, obviously swag, and information about Tedlar and products. And it's been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. We love seeing our customers.
Yeah, that's so great. And you get a chance to be here and meet all the customers. And this partnership with Metal Alliance has been just pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been great. We've been growing great together, working really well together, and it's been very cool to be here and actually meet contractors who've worked with the product and who are excited about installing it
and who are seeing it happen.
Yeah.
I tell you, this is really is a game changer, and it's gonna there's a lot that's going to be happening with this. One thing we didn't touch on earlier is the Tedlar does come in multiple colors.
It does.
Yeah, and it also comes in clear.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
And we just added additional colors.
You did.
We did. We added, of course, this year we've had some popular colors, the dark bronzes, the charcoal grays. So we realized the need to have the Tedlar and some of the more popular colors as well. So we just increased our range.
That's great.
Yeah, you'll have to stop by at the booth to see us, to get the samples and the chart.
And so what's your booth number?
We are at 915, I believe.
Okay, so 915. If you want to go by, get some samples, get some cool swag. Otherwise, we have Metal Alliance and Tedlar on Roofers Coffee Shop. So they both have their own directories, but you can go back and forth between both of them. And we're offering samples, film samples.
Correct.
The actual film samples that you can get by simply filling out the form and doing that. And probably down the line, we'll have some of those metal samples on there too, because people like to take
we actually have some of the metal standing seam samples of the actual panels in the Tedlar in the booth.
That is very cool. That is very cool. Well, ladies, thank you for stopping by and sharing this new technology. It is so cool, and we're really looking forward to doing more. We've done some podcasts, so there's podcasts out there. There's a lot of new innovations that are coming with the Metal Alliance and the Tedlar film, so you need to stay tuned. Any last thoughts?
No, just very excited about what's to come and growing.
Cool. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. This has been a great show. We're really excited to keep pushing this. Be a part of this.
Keep going. Well, and thank you. We've come to the end of our day, if you can believe it. This has been nonstop. So thank you all for watching, getting those notifications, being a part of the Florida show. The Roofers Coffee Shop team is just honored that you're watching and that you guys are all here talking to us. We will have tomorrow. Tomorrow's from 10 to 2 Eastern time. We'll be bringing live interviews to you, and I'm wrapping up this 100 years tonight. We're doing the installation dinner, so we'll be able to tell you all about that, the Star Awards, and a lot of other great stuff coming your way. So stay tuned, be sure you're subscribed, and ring that bell for all the notifications. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.